Forget about being guilty. Forget about being innocent. I'm not a legal consultant, so you can forget about the details, the 7 witnesses recanting their statements, the fact that there was no physical evidence. Just listen up and ask yourself this question. Why is this on my TV? All you ever see, all you ever hear and read are things that divide us and make us focus on our differences, whether it be through education, religion, income, and in this case, race. Now, they don't jump out immediately and say that it's a black and white issue, but there's always that racial undertone that triggers an emotion in African Americans. Days after the execution, I noticed tons of support for Troy across all the social networks. And of course, an overwhelming amount of them made it about race, because some of us think we're being so radical by showing our pride and vowing our revenge against the system. These are smart, educated blacks and whites who continue to be manipulated by this shit. It's called divide and conquer. I didn't make it up. It's a strategy used in politics and in society. The best way to conquer a large group is to divide them and break them up into small groups so that way they're easier to rule. Can you imagine if in the future another Troy Davis came along and blacks, whites, Latinos, Asians stood behind him not as a black man but as a citizen versus the state, a middle-class citizen who can't afford an all-star legal team but instead has to settle for the overburdened public defenders, because the powers that be don't care about the 50 blacks on the right side and the 50 whites on the left outside of the White House protesting against one another. But if they all stood together, well, then that would make them a lot harder to conquer, wouldn't it?